As you can tell from Rachel, this is a special season of the year, and we have special guests today.
This is a very important time of year. We're getting ready to go into prom season, and received a call from Mr. Ray, kind of a little bit upset about how can he educate the community in regards to being aware of what to do during this deadly season. So that being said, we brought some of our special guests. We've got Lieutenant Jim Crawford of Lexington County and Corporal Brian McDougall from the Troopers. And, you know, here we are today because unfortunately our young adults continue to die unexpectedly for no apparent reason. And, you know, Corporal McDougall, I know that you guys focus on teen driving and education. One thing I wanted to ask you is, what can we do? What can we do to educate our young adults so we can stop the amount of deaths and traffic collisions that continue to hit the state of South Carolina? What can we do, sir?
Well, it's very important. Education is key. We need to inform first the public, all motorists, that the leading cause of death for teenagers is car crashes. You can combine the second, third, and fourth reasons, and they don't add up to the first reason, which is car crashes. When we arrive at teenage fatalities, we see factors that are very preventable. One, half of all the teenage fatalities involve alcohol. Nearly 3/4, 3 out of 4 who die were not wearing a seatbelt when they could. Now, these are both very preventable and issues when it comes to fatalities, and it's very key that we inform them, one, and also educate them, two, the dangers if they choose to drink and drive or not wear a seatbelt, what could happen.
What can parents do? What do they need to do before their young adults go out and partake in the glitz and glamour of prom? How do parents go ahead and curb something tragically happening to their young adult?
Well, the key is do all you can do. This is a lot more than when they were 3 years old, 4 years old, teaching them how to ride a bike, or you have to go above and beyond at that level. You know, when they were 3 years old and were burned by something you told them to stay away from, well, they learned and did not do it again. Well, when driving a car, you tell them don't speed. You tell them to wear their seatbelt, never drive a vehicle after drinking, or ride with someone who's been drinking. But yet, too many times we find that when we arrive at a crash. So it's very important for parents to do all they can do. Seek out credible training opportunities for your teen. Let's inform them of the dangers so they can then go out and make better informed decisions.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, I know Mr. Ray has a very special place in his heart for law enforcement and for the community. But, you know, it is such a big initiative. And so, Lieutenant Crawford, you know, I know Sheriff Metz has a very, you know, big place in his heart for wanting to educate young adults. What are you all doing in Lexington County and throughout the state to educate our young adults?
Sheriff Metz is committed to saving young adults in this state through driver education and the Alive at 25 program. He has taken the initiative to collaborate with the National Safety Council and coordinate the Alive at 25 program statewide.
Well, you know, I've actually know that the program is amazing, and thus far since February of 2007, approximately 12,000 students have gone through this program, and unfortunately we have had 2 deaths. So, you know, with the partnerships of organizations and companies like Mr. Ray, the Highway Patrol, and the law enforcement agencies, you know, this is all about community awareness, and through education and enforcement, we will make a difference. But unfortunately, as we've learned, if we just do enforcement, our young adults are going to continue to die. Or if we just do education, we're still going to have the same issue. You know, it's one thing for us to say it, but Rachel, you have been an integral part of Alive at 25, and I guess my question is what would you tell the young adults watching this? What do you feel about the young individuals that continue to die?
Well, prom night is the second biggest teen driving fatalities as far as first, which is graduation night. And I would love to see all of my friends at prom night, at graduation night, and after that in the future. So please be safe.
Well, you know, Mr. Ray, we absolutely appreciate everything that you do. You've been a huge supporter of not only the Alive at 25, but law enforcement. You have, you know, really done something amazing to educate young adults, educate parents, and you should be commended for your initiatives and what you're doing throughout the state of South Carolina. So thank you.
Well, you're very gracious, and I cannot tell you how infinitely important this subject is and how important Alive at 25. And thanks to Rachel for coming and setting the tone for us today, and we really appreciate that.